the light didn't even work. That's great. There we go. Ah! I know the hair's still a mess, but we have to do something. This could be the day Grimsby Town go up to the Premier League. And look at this. Even a Grimsby Town coloured, I'm going to call it sock then. It's a tie. As welcome back, guys, to episode 14, the grand finale of season 4 of the Grimsby Town to Glory FIFA 21 series. And as you can see on screen, well, you can't see it at the moment, but when I flick right there, we're into the playoffs. Yes, if you haven't seen the last episode, it's definitely spoiled by now. We completely bottled our position and we have left ourselves trying to fight to get up to the Premier League by playing Birmingham first, hopefully first, although we're going to play them twice, and then we should be on to the final against Preston or... who's the other one? Fulham. I think it's Fulham. So yeah, they're the playoff team. Smash a like if you're excited for this episode. It's a huge one. We could go to the Premier League if all goes right. And here we go. Grimsby Town surge is on. This is actually way too big for me. Look at this. Hopefully it doesn't make me play worse. As the first question in the press conference, Cody loves the Celts. Have you tried McKenny from Bournemouth? Irish prospect. Training could be a cam. I will definitely look at him. We've got a couple of cams at the team. I need to move my mic a lot closer to my mouth as well. I've been preparing a lot for this video, and yeah, I've never heard of him. I'm going to have a look. Football Friendly says try Eberechi Eze as he's young. Good potential, could convert him from a winger to a cam. Wouldn't take long to convert his position. That is a good shout, you know. We could do with another left midfielder for when Bobby Decadova-Reid is actually done with his footballing days, because I don't know if he's going to move on to next season. His contract is not up, it continues, but I'm undecided on him. And the last question, Sultan Atagun, I hope I've got your name right. You should try and loan to buy Billy Gilmore, and buy him if you have enough money. I think you can afford him. We definitely could. I think if he hasn't grown past where his potential says he could grow, because of course he is a great player, is Billy Gilmore. Would love to have him. I think we actually, it might have been off screen, I cut it out of a video, put a loan in, we ended up paying too much, and yeah, I just called it off. Today should not be called off. We have it. We're in the suit and tie. I haven't got my manager in suit and tie. If we get to the Premier League, I'll put him in it because he's a tracksuit manager. Probably should have worn my Grimsby Town puffer jacket. That's for the future, as today it's suit and tie. We're hopefully going to Wembley, so that's why it is on. And this is reminding me of this little message from Chris Long. We'll get to it soon enough. Contracts. I've just mentioned them slightly with Bobby Decadova-Reid. Contracts is something we need to look at. Oh, I just saw Rescue's 80 rated. As let's go over to this screen. We'll do an in-depth analysis of all the players at the end, but I want to go to contracts here. We've got Luke Ayling, Danny Bath, Chris Long, Jamie Patterson, Duncan Idahan, and Oliver Cruikshank all running down their contracts at the end of this season. I think I want rid of Patterson. His wage is quite high for a player who's probably going to get replaced. He's aging as well. Chris Long, I am undecided on. If he takes like a backup, like a sporadic, I'll accept it, but I don't really want him on rotational, to be honest with you. And Luke Ayling, if he has good games, he'll get that contract. He's actually been playing very, very well. A lot of experience, but then again, if we're in the Championship next season, I do want to improve. If he's in the Prem, he's good experience. Here we go, the first game of the playoffs. We have played in the playoffs once before. We have won the playoffs, which is a great thing. I actually need to turn this light down. It's going to blind me. I don't want to be in bad steps going into this game, as it is, of course. The Brummies up first. We beat them this season near the end. I know that, but I can't remember the first game against them. I think it might have been a win. Jeff got asking to play. We've actually got a big choice to make because Burke's on flames at the moment, but Jeff has been since Garcia left. And the choice has been made, I think. I'm going to keep it at that with Schubert in the goal. These are their 11 players to try and play. Ayling, Gehi, Gregerson and Doig in the defence. Harper, Dowell and Pope are the midfield that take to St Andrews, with Terescu now 80 rated on the right wing. More pace as well. With Jeff got decided, he scored 13 goals in fact. A really good record for a player playing his first season in the Championship. With Decadova-Reid on the left. Definitely want to improve on him next season. If we get promoted, of course. I mean, we've got plenty of money, we should still afford him if we're in the Championship. But let's not talk about being in the Championship next year. That should be Birmingham after we beat them. And Birmingham at St Andrews. Don't mind the away leg to start off with. Very, very nice. Etheridge in the goal. Dacres, Cogley, Friend, Vasiri, Pedersen and Gardner. I think that's four at the back. 4-4-1-1 like first time round. It is, with McGree in the midfield. Crowley, Halilovic and Velabla with Jonathan Lecco. It's the same team that we actually beat, I won't say comfortably, because they actually did well. I think about 2 or 3-0 at the end of the season, so hopefully nothing changes. We beat them before our form went out of the window, though, so nothing is guaranteed. As I think we had the away leg first last time against Ipswich when we had them in the playoff semis. Not even last season, the season before. We've been in the Championship 1 year without promotion. Our first year when we didn't move at all. There's a good interception from Josh Doig there. He needs to be in the Prem. Scored for Hibernia the other day, who someone told me that as I just slipped up a bit because I'm trying to score with Reed. And he should have scored. Big chance gone begging for us, but that is a good confidence booster. It's talking about Jonathan Lecco being the greater player here in this tie. I disagree. I think Kieran Dowell's the one to watch out of every single player. As he's on the ball right here, he's going to put a ball past Doig onto Decatovary. That needs back heeling into Josh Doig. Harper through the middle. Harper with a blast. Oh, and he's put it over Etheridge's net. Oh, two big chances there. And Halilovic going to look for Lecco. Lecco's in behind. Oh, and he's missed. 15 minutes in, it's a big chance for Birmingham City. The first, okay, that scared me a little bit. We looked absolutely dominant in the first 10, but that was a big miss from Lecco, who's supposed to be the main man. I can't believe he's done that. And Decadova-Reid does have a run on himself. Dowell in front, I think he's just off. He's given it to Dejan. Dejan with a good touch across the net. Oh, and it's missed. About 4 huge chances in the first 20 minutes here at St Andrews, but still stalemate. And Brandon Pope round the corner now to Decadova-Reid. Chip that over the top to Doig. Doig on a good run. Chip it over again. It's going to be Jeffcott. Oh, I tried to chip it. I wanted a full plate of chips there as we just almost pulled it off. It's a good header away from Harper as well to clear the danger. McGree on it though. I mean, we've had most of the shots. We've had about 4-1, I'd say, but still, there are a lot in this game, and oh, that's going to be a foul. Stupid foul. We're through there, Dejan. And it's Jonathan Lecco on the ball again into Halalovic. I called you a failed wonder kid. Do not prove me wrong. It's a couple of sidesteps. Round the corner, Schubert has to pull off a great save. What a big chance that is for Birmingham again. No team is better off here. It's a lot of big chances. I'd say their chances have been the better, but we've had more, as that's a poor chip over the top as well. So we've got to be very, very careful. Yes, of course, it's the away leg first, so that makes me a bit more confident if we do lose, but hopefully we don't lose, and that's just terrible how we're giving him them big chances. Halilovic again, 40 minutes in now, just before half-time. Would be a terrible time to concede, but a great time to score. So rescue into Brandon Pope, the youngster. He's probably off if we don't get promoted as well. As Dejan made a good run, but he's gone inside to Dowell. It's not even Dowell, it's Luke Jeffcott. Cut inside, great cut inside. Has to score and does. We do take the lead before half-time, and it's the man who I changed and put in the lineup. Luke Jeffcott, their Plymouth Argyle youngster, gets us in the lead in the playoff semi-finals, and what a big goal it could be. It's been an even game, so that is the most important goal of our history so far. Every goal in these playoffs will be the most important goal of the history, because it could take us a step forward towards the Premier League, and that definitely has. Away from home as well, you'd love to see it. And is this ball going to go out for half-time? Crowley keeps it in. Doig, great tackle from Josh. I mean, oh, Crowley was sticking a couple of legs up there. He stayed on the floor, has Dan, but they have got a corner, in fact. I didn't even realise I ran out of play with the ball there. It's going to be Jonathan Lecco, the striker, to whip it in. They do have an injury towards the front post, and Jeff had to kind of deal with it. It's come off of him as well for another Birmingham corner. Don't concede after we scored. That would be terrible. In towards Gregerson. Gregerson away, only towards the edge. Halilovic! It was miles over, and the referee blew the whistle as well. It would have been a shame if that went in for the Brummies, as we do lead 1-0 at half-time. 1 apiece at Preston North End, Deepdale that is, as we just need to carry on in this second half. Straight into it, straight on with this first leg as we look to try and increase the lead. And it's applauding Luke Jeffcott, but I tell you who's been fantastic again, probably in no highlights. Gregerson. Gregerson, the defender, has been immense, and he's only 74 rated. Him and Jeffcott, the lowest rated, have been the best players, as Brandon Pope could make a name for himself here, even though he already has been a standout player. It was a good shot onto Decadova-Reid as well. He's just terrible at the moment. What is that? I mean, if his contract were running out, it definitely wouldn't be renewed. It is a much, much more difficult playoff game compared to the season 4 last season's against Ipswich, as Mike Gahey had to make a good interception. Yeah, Birmingham just doing everything they can to try and get forward in the last couple of minutes, and I don't blame them. They want a goal whilst they're at home, as Jeffcott has a ball onto Kieran Dowell, though. It's not, it's Brandon Pope, and this is a big chance. Pope, oh, looking for Dejan to rescue, couldn't chip it towards him, but we've just got 15 minutes now, boys, 15! And Vilabla is, in fact, injured. I think Matt Gahey has just picked up a yellow card as well, which is not a good sign, as it's Hogan on it. Scott Hogan Don't let him score. 10 minutes to go. Into Jonathan Lecco. Forward to Gardner. Oh, Matt Gay had to get right side as well. He's already near yellow. As it's on now to Brandon Pope. Chip that over the top. It's a good ball into Decordova Reed. It's a big chance here as they're going to try and cut inside. Give that Jeffcott round the corner. Luke Jeffcott with a chance to whip it into the box. It's towards the back post looking for Pope. Just can't reach him. I'd really love a 2-0 win here away from home. That would be so convincing and such a more comfortable game at Blundell Park, as we need to get it though. I think he's just offside, Harper. He is going to score, but it won't count. And here he is, Raheem Harper with the ball to the side. Into Josh Doig, across to Jeffcott, and Patterson is in fact going to get there through the middle. Harper, first time shot, and I think I could have took it closer, to be fair. I just didn't want to get stuck in between the defenders, which was a big concern of mine just then. Vilabla passes it back to Thomas Lakin as well. 2 added on minutes. Don't let them score. Get that away. That's a bad tackle though. And Scott Hogan's found himself one-on-one with Schubert. Matt Gahey comes back to get the pace a little bit on him. And oh my days, Scott Hogan's been pushed out wide. That was a huge chance for Birmingham, but Scott Hogan's kind of done that himself, running away from net. As it does end 1-0 to Town in the first leg. Not comfortable, but a win. It's mixed feelings from me. The stomach's going mad under the suit, as we need to take that into the second leg, hopefully. And now we go into the second leg, 1-0 up. I mean, it's not convincing, of course, but we've still got to try and get this win in this second leg, as Long has had an approach made for him as well from Galatasaray. Right, Chris Long, thank you for your League One days, but I am going to let you go. As guess who we play next? Birmingham City. Oh my days. We've had a break, of course. There is a good length of time between the games in the playoffs, so I do love that, as I think we're going to go with the same team that has just literally won. So Schubert in the goal, Luke Ayling, Mark Gahey, Gregerson and Josh Doig in the defence, with Harper, Dowell and Pope in the midfield. Sorescu, Jeffcott and Decordova Reed. I think it ended 1-1 at the game against Fulham and Preston at Deepdale, so we don't know the outcome of that. And we still don't know the outcome of this. 1-0 is not a big line to sleep on. And here we are, Blundell Park. Look, they've got the cards out. They've got the stripes on the rafters in the Kop. Oh, it's not even called the Kop. What's it called? I've even forgot Grimsby's main stand's name. I feel so embarrassed. I forgot the name of Grimsby's big stand. Oh well, here we go. We're going into the second leg. We're at home. I wish the atmosphere were like this at Blundell Park as well. It would be absolutely mental. As let's go get the win. And here is the team for Birmingham. It's Prieto in net. Etheridge is benched after the second leg, or after the first leg. Dekras Colley, Vasivari, Friend and Pedersen, with Gardner. Charlie Lakin comes straight in with McGree, Halilovic and Larson and Lecco. I'm guessing they're the injuries to Vilabla and Danny Crowley from the second leg, or the first leg, I keep saying the second leg, who have not recovered. So that is a bit of a shock to the system, I think. A bit of a different team. Hopefully the, I'd say, weaker team does not help them. And Halilovic on the ball immediately. In the red are the Blues. That's a bit confusing to say, as it's a good ball down the line to McGree as well, who tries to cut inside of Josh Doig, gives it. Now it's on to Gary Gardner, into Jonathan Lecco, good tackle Doig, and it's still at Lecco's feet. Boys, let's try and get the ball away from him, shall we? It's down the line, or not a good one as well, to Dekras Cogley, Gary Gardner. It looks like Birmingham are going to start the better here in this game. Halilovic to Jonathan Lecco, he's pulled it back, and Gregerson being the main man again. What a player he has been recently, Gregerson. I never remember his first name as well. I need to do that with players. As Raheem Harper on the ball as well. Great chip over to Decordova Reed. 2-0. Wrap this game up on aggregate. Decordova Reed. Good flick back as well to give it to Josh Doig across the field. He is going to run as he gives it now into Jeffcott. Around the corner to Harper. It's a bit far. Still got the ball. Whipped it in for Boston. Dowell lets us down as Jonathan Lecco has a ball on here. He's passed Gregerson. Luke Ayling, of course, playing for his contract, gets the Prem, he stays. The captain as well concedes a free kick and gets himself a booking. Not a great tackle. This game feels a lot harder. Birmingham have come out the blocks. We can't possibly bottle this with 98 points. He's finished 25 points below us, as the free kick is a good one as well. Schubert has to put it over the top as Halilovic is going to take the corner kick as well. In towards, I don't know who it was, only as far as George Friend, into Pedersen, across to Larson, who's kept hold of the ball very well, is still going, don't give a penalty, and they haven't. Raheem Harper in the middle, now gives it to Pope, across to Matt Gehi again, and to try and get a run on with the centre-back, gives it to Luke Ayling, who was a bit far forward for my liking. When we're trying to keep hold of a lead, I don't want you that far, leave the strikers to try and increase it, as Charlie Lakin has the ball there, straight through the middle. Where's Gregerson? He's on his way back now as Halilovic is going to get a little gap here. Luke Ayling not right side of his man for some reason. Luke Ayling's going to try and track the middle as Gregerson comes out. Larson has been sensational, so in the first 30 minutes to say the least. It's going to be another free kick as they play on though. Larson with a chance, and it's in the back of the net. Schubert has just palmed it into his own goal as Birmingham level it up at Blundell Park. It is poor goalkeeping, I have got to say. Look at this. It's shocking. It's a squeak in my voice as Schubert. I can't believe you've just done that in a playoff game. 81 rated, this guy. Yeah, it leaves us in a sticky patch now as we have to try and get ourselves back into the game at home. As we took the lead at St Andrews, did not turn out to be the easier leg, because this leg at home at Blundell Park is literally belonging to Birmingham so far. The Black Countrymen have just come out top trumps in this game. Yeah, it's been a sensational half of football from Birmingham as Jeff got get that. Oh, he's tackled George Friend, who's been floored. George Friend has been decked. It's Luke Jeffcott, and it's a save from the backup keeper, Prieto. Oh dear. That needed to be a goal to put us back in front. Luke Jeff got absolutely bottles. I'm not going to get angry with him so far. Still a half of football to go. And we need to grow into it in the second half. 1-0 to Birmingham. One apiece on aggregate, so still not behind in the grand scheme of things. Preston are beating Fulham away at Craven Cottage as well. It's the teams in 5th and 6th who are beating the teams in 3rd and 4th. Not what I expected, but good entertainment. And Luke Ayling, tries to get it across. He's going to keep the ball, is the right back though. Good start to the second half. We need to be on the front foot. And man stayed down as well. Birmingham getting so many injuries in the playoffs alone. But still, putting up a big fight. I respect it. As Brandon Pope gets a ball into Jeffcott. He has to score this chance and does! Luke Jeffcott puts us back in the front. He's got both goals in these playoffs. We said we need to look for a striker in the Prem. Have we already found him? Just needs to be ratings higher. After domination from Birmingham in the first half, they are down. That will be controversial. Remember Leeds, Aston Villa? Or even Haaland lately when there's a player injured and they play on and score. It's very controversial. Controversy in the playoff final, semi-final, second leg here. But I don't care. It's put us in front. And I hate to say it, but if we're cheating his way, I'll take it. Just need a couple more goals, I'd say, though. Jeffcott, on to Dowell, on to Sorescu. Dejan, please! Oh, what's he doing, Dowell? Dowell should have twigged onto that. And that was a chance for 2 in 2 minutes, as Brandon Pope does have the ball here as well. Sorescu making another run. He's too fast for his other players there, because Pope couldn't pick him out. He has done now, though, as there's a man at the back post. I think it's Kieran Dowell and Versaveri, or whatever his name is, with a good scoop away. 27 minutes. Everything can change in these boys, so don't say it's guaranteed. Don't even say the win's guaranteed. They could score 2. You never know. They've definitely proved to me that they can by scoring 1 goal. Yes, it was lucky with Schubert's mistake, but still, it was a goal indeed. A lot tighter than the playoffs 2 seasons ago with Ipswich. I've got to say, that's Prieto. Good punch away. It's going to go to Brandon Pope, though, who takes it round the blocks a bit, and what a save! I've got to respect that. The backup keeper here doing magnificent acrobatics, that as. It's Matt Gehi on the ball again. 20 minutes to go. We either see it out or get one more, and I'm greedy, so let's try and get one more. As Jeffcott has a turn on. Kieran Dowell chips the keeper, and that is it wrapped up. It has to be. It's 2-1. The keeper's on the floor. The players aren't. They maybe have some faith, but I don't. I think it's wrapped up in the favour of the black and white army. Grimsby Town. As, oh my days, it's chipped. It's a chip over the keeper, as I'll tell you before the end of the episode right now. Kieran Dowell, player of the season. Player of the season. He's got us sometimes single-handedly the points, as he might have got us into the playoff final. And like I said, Birmingham not giving up without a fight. None of the players dropped to the ground, as Larson has another run on here. He's blasted in, and it will be a nervy ending here at Blundell Park. 10 minutes to go, and Birmingham are not lying down without a fight. It's 2 apiece on the night, 3-2 on aggregate, still to us. But that is a dangerous shot. If they've been doing that all game, they'd have a lot more goals, as Larson gets his double. The substitute, or not even substitution, the replacement for Villabla, who's injured, has 2. And Decadova to Josh Doig. Try and switch that across the field. Is Luke Ayling going to get there? He isn't. Oh my, this Larson guy. Who is it? He's come out of nowhere and just performed so good. Gardner now on the ball. Gives it back into Vasiri. Tries to chip it over the top. We don't get a tackle in there though. As Bailey to try and steam forward. It's going to be onto Lecco. It's a dodgy touch from Serescu, but none of the Birmingham players twig on. Pope now with it as well, as we're going to chip it forward to Serescu as well. It's only 2 minutes on the clock. Dejan Serescu. It isn't over yet, but it is now. Dejan Serescu to the rescue again. We're going to win the game on the night 3-2, and we're into the final. Look at this. Look at this celebration as well. Serescu, the Romanian, rowing the boat with his teammates. Now Birmingham are on the floor, as it should be guaranteed. Grimsby Town are in the second playoff final in the space of 3 years. It's a great ball over the top. It's a great touch, and it's a great whack straight past Prieto, who's been decent in net. I really do admire that keeper, but he's going to be staying in the Championship next year, because we are going to the Prem. Hopefully, if we win the playoff final. I'm getting ahead of myself there. I mean, congratulations to Birmingham, though, getting this far, sneaking in the playoffs, and putting this much of a fight. These were 25 points below us in the league. Yes, still finished in the... Oh, my days, they could still score again. Jonathan Lecco does. But these were 25 points below us in the league. And they've put up a fight here. It's 4-3 on aggregate, 3-3 on the night. Jonathan Lecco with a great goal there as well. They're just whacking him in. I don't think they've got time to score another one, because the final whistle is blown. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it is the final night at Blundell Park in the EFL, because we want to be in the EPL, the Premier League, as we go on to the final. Who will we be facing? I actually hope as well Birmingham can join us in the Prem next season. That was great. As we face Preston at Wembley. Willian Jose, Josh Martin, our role player, will not be in the Premier League. Or not even taking the trip to Wembley. Hopefully we'd be in the Premier League ourselves, so they won't be there as well. So, Preston North End, the team from Deepdale. I think they're struggling a little bit in real life to get into them playoff places. We are facing here, I think they have been in the Premier League as well themselves, in the playoff final. As yes, Long is going to go to Galatasaray. It's telling us about the other contracts. I will see them after this game. Of course, it all depends on this game as well, because we'll need a bigger squad for the Prem if we do get there, as this is the biggest game ever. And after looking like we were in the Prem all season, before a bit of a collapse at the end, and a bit of a collapse in that Birmingham game, don't forget we didn't win it, it's going to come down to this. The playoff final at Wembley against Preston. It's the money game, the big money, the most expensive game in football, recently won by the likes of Huddersfield. And I won't bore you with the deals. I won't bore you. Schubert in the goal. Ayling at right back, playing for his place in this team next year. His contract, if we win, he'll stay for the Premier League, I think. Mark Gehi at centre back, with Gregerson as well, who's turning into a beast as of late. Josh Doig as well. We'll lose him if we don't go up, so it's vital we win. Same with Harper, 80 rated now. Dowell and Pope in the midfield, with Serescu, 80 rated. Jeff Gott and Decadova. Playoff final number 2. And I should have checked how many points separated us and Preston North End. I don't know, as there it is. We've won one of them already. Got it in the Blundell Park cupboard, in the Menemis Lounge. I've actually been there and seen that cupboard. It's a great little trophy, or should I say little trophy cabinet, bigger than Tottenham's. So here we go. Deepdale, or not even Deepdale, Wembley against Preston from Deepdale. And there they are shaking hands. You can tell the nerves are already in. I'm messing up already, but hopefully we don't mess up with the game. We beat Hull City last year, we should win here. As Preston's team's up first. Hudson, Darnell Fisher, Chris Mepham, Story and Josh Earl, who bottled it against us last time and gave us the win basically. With Ledston and Pearson as CDMs, Bodin, Maguire, Brown and Sandorio up front. Never heard of him. Hopefully won't make a name for himself here. The big money game Preston North End versus Grimsby Town FC. I don't know Preston's nickname, but they're against the Mariners, and it's live. We need to win. The Premier League beckons as we've got the ball here to Josh Harper, Rekiem Harper, onto Josh Doig, onto Decato Reed. It was 4-1 in his last playoff game. Can we get off to a good start here as well? Pope! Oh, and he just tries to whack it and sends himself to the ground. Good start, though. The possession is a good start. Luke Ayling, I hate the Archers as a little reflection. I really don't like that. As Harper on the ball again. Gives it to Jeffcott. Round the corner. Kieran Dowell! It's already 1-0 to Grimsby Town! We're going to the Premier League as it stands. It is Kieran, the player of the season, who does it as well. 6 minutes in, we hold it. The Grimsby fans are going mental. Mariners, as we get the first goal. Straight past the keeper who dives the right way, but Hudson has no chance. Kieran Dowell is on the ball and he slots it past him for 1. Usually these playoff games are tight, but we've won 4-1, and this one is already 1-0 within 6 minutes. I am very much looking forward to the Premier League as it stands. And Rekiem Harper with the ball as well, puts one over the top to Decato Reed this time. As it's Bobby who puts the ball into Rekiem Harper as well. Onto Pope. I'm going to try and keep the ball more than just try and run at them and create chances. As Sorescu has one out wide. It's a great whip in. Dowell! Oh, and it was chance for 2. That could have wrapped it up already. I tell you what, Birmingham turned up more than Preston have, and Birmingham didn't even make it to Wembley. I hope they get promoted. They really did put up a good fight. As Jeffcott has a ball over the top looking for Dowell as well again, but he just can't get on it. What a player he has been. On a free as well. He's going to be a Grimsby Town legend. As Brown does play the ball forward to Sandorio. It's Doig's ball all day long though. Yeah, I cannot stress how much we deserve this as Gregerson gives it out wide. Josh Doig now on the ball. Harper, put that through the middle. Onto Jeffcott. It's one more. It's Kieran Dowell. He could get 2 in this game and does! It looks very good now. It's another goal from Kieran Dowell to get us 2 on the score sheet. He's doing an Omar Bogle as we look destined for the Premier League now. We're all over and the Grimsby fans are going mental. And it's only the first half. Yeah, beautiful run. Look at that. Jeffcott teaming up with him well. The keeper shifts across, but no saving that. Smashed past him into the back of the net. And Kieran Dowell, Sir Kieran Dowell soon. Exceptional work from him. Absolutely fantastic as Santorio tries to put a ball into Brown as well and reaches him, but we're just on them. We are literally on them. As Jeffcott has a ball through as well. He's onside. It's 33 minutes in. It's Luke Jeffcott. These games are supposed to be interesting, but it looks like we're running away with it. As Mark Gehi, nutmegs the striker Sandioro. What are you playing at, mate? As Dowell gives it to Rekiem Harper to hit first time. And it's guaranteed. It has to be. Almost 40 minutes on the clock. It's 3-0 Town. Our team is good enough. It is. It is. And sorry Preston for saying this, but out of all the teams in the playoffs, I would say your lineup on paper is the worst. And it's proving to be here. It's Harper who just blasts it past the keeper there to make it 3-0 Grimsby. And it's only the first half. And Ryan Ledston onto Brown here. It's one back for Preston. The fans are going mental. Is there more Preston fans than Grimsby or something? I mean, it does technically say they're the home side, but there shouldn't be. As Brown does get a goal back, they're celebrating quite a bit there. A couple of handshakes. If I were them, and if I was Alex O'Neill, the manager, I would be ripping that ball out of the net and running back to the centre circle. Yes, it's just before half-time. It's a terrible time for them to score in our part, though, as it is 3-1. Game's not guaranteed. With their first attack, it's 1 goal. Nerves are slightly back in me again. I mean, Kieran Dowell's brace and Rekiem Harper does give us a 3-1 advantage, but they've scored their only shot. Get more shots off, it's more goals for them. By that maths. It looks like they're actually up for this second half as well. Don't do a Birmingham and just cause us trouble in the latter stages. As Ryan Ledston has a ball out wide to Bowden here. Goes all the way back to Chris Mepham. It's over the top, you know, and it's a good chance here for Preston, but they keep going backwards, which is rather weird considering they've got a couple of gaps. Wesley Hoyt on the move from Burnley as well, the winners of the league, as it's a good ball through, but Schubert's going to win that race. And here they are with the ball again. Sean Maguire through the middle to Alan Brown, playing the best for them. Great tackle though from Luke Ayling, who at the moment is going to get another contract signed up, as Dowell slots a ball through there to Jeffcott, goes for a long chip. And that was my mistake. I tried to finesse that. Alan Brown with a run on here. Alan Brown. Oh, we've messed the tackle up. It's Alan Brown still going. It's in the middle to Sandoro. And it's another one back for Preston. Their nerves are officially on. It's 3-2. And yeah, they can celebrate that one because the game is very much back on. 3-2 at Wembley. This is harder than Hull City now. I thought it was easy at the start of the game, but Sandioro, the striker I've never heard of, does smash it past Schubert for another one. Could be in for a very, very big ending. I don't want to wet myself in this shirt. And I know that kind of don't make sense. You don't wet the shirt. That's not how it works, as Sandoro does win the ball again. Though Preston dominating this second half. Alex Neil has roared them up at half-time. It's through to Sandoro again. And it's 3-3. It is not guaranteed. This is the biggest playoff semi or final that I think there has ever been. Preston North End are clawing their way out of danger, and they could be on the way to the Premier League themselves. I'm flabbergasted, I'm shocked, I am stunned, as I'm sure the team will be, and that's the hardest thing to do. Once you've been 3-0 up, trying to change the mentality back to its level, when you think you've already won a big game like this, it's going to be hard, it's going to be very hard. As Harper gives it across to Pope now, Mark Gahey. If we lose this and we have to spend another season in the Championship, the team's going to take a toll. Everything's going to go down. As the passing, it's turned into the passing in the games we lose. You know, them games we lose when the passing's off? It's like that again. As Kieran Dowell, please get us out of the rut. It's a poor shot. And it's Rekeem Harper with a pass forward to Kieran Dowell again. Get off me. Don't pull my shirt as it's through to Jeffcott. Jeffcott's got a bit of a run on here. Luke Jeffcott has to cut inside again. Oh, and the defender's done really well to stay close to him and block it, as Kanyaka, I think, a substitute. We need to make some substitutes, to be fair to you. Into Sandoro, across to Bayliss. It's a good tackle. Jeffcott, on your bike, turn. It's a really bad place to lose the ball for them, as Kieran Dowell on a hat-trick. Kieran Dowell beats Mepham for pace. Oh, and Hudson with a great save. 10 minutes to go. Dowell does keep the ball, though, onto Pope. And Pope loses to Ben Pearson. And Hudson with a goal kick here. 5 minutes to go of normal time. I can't take penalties. Extra time, we have to win it. Or maybe lose it because I can't take penalties. It's on to Kieran Dowell as well. Dowell tackled by Story. Onto Sean Maguire. He's put it out for his own, or our throw-in. 87 minutes. Come on. Zareski with the ball into the middle. Pope. Now to Rekeem Harper. Back to Brandon Pope. Onto Kieran Dowell on a hat-trick. Can't reach Oliver Birkin. Hang on. They've got 2-on-2 here. They've got 2-on-2. We've got to get a tackle in. Matt Gahey tries to just snap his man. It's onto Bayliss. Back onto Alan Brown, who has already scored in this game. We've got to mark his men up. There's 2 minutes of stoppage time. It's Fernandez. It's onto Bayliss. He looks for a disguised ball. It looks like it would have been a good one as well. As it's extra time in the playoff final. Championship playoff final as well. The biggest one you can get in England. Extra time. 3 shots, 3 on target, 3 goals for Preston as well. It's just not good. Here we go. Here we go, boys. Bauer has come on. It looks like they're going more defensive, or just freshening up the defence, I guess. But it's a bit of a risky move in a playoff final. That's to change your defence about. As Luke Ayling does have the ball here as well. Ayling running into the middle. Oh, don't you dare try that again. Gregerson loses it as well because he was put in no man's land from Luke Ayling. Playing for his contract. Might not have it now because, oh, that could have bottled the game. Mark Gahey with good cover, though, as Gregerson's going to give it up to Rekeem Harper. Run around me, please, Josh Doig. Doig, are you going to make a move? I think he wants to just stay back and defend. As that's on to Kieran Dowell, is it? Dowell, oh, just can't get there. Running a bit low in the tank. Bobby Decadova-Reid with the ball again. On to Harper. I like shooting in this net at Wembley. I really do like shooting in this net. Harper, on to Decadova-Reid. Can I prove how much I like it? Into Oliver Burke. It can't reach him from Bobby Reid. Doig with a good header, though. On to Rekeem Harper. Who for that first time? And oh, the fans must have jumped up there thinking that was a half volley to win the game. That could have been it. Oliver Burke as well. I don't think I mentioned he's on the field. Yeah, full tank him. As we're going to put it past Bobby Decadova-Reid as well. He hasn't got a full tank, but he's got some energy. As Burke turns, it falls to Kieran Dowell, though. Dowell trying to get a shot off. Trying to win his hat-trick and win the game for Grimsby Town, as it's a good header down for them as well. Fernandez, great tackle, Mark Gahey, who's actually having a better game than he did in the playoffs now. As it's half-time of the first half in extra time, it's on to the second. Penalties will be the death of me, I know that for sure. Got to win the game in this second half. Come on, boys! And it's Brandon Pope to start this game off. Serescu, he could be when we lose. We could lose Pope, we could lose Serescu, we could lose Schubert, we could lose Harper, we could lose Doig. All these are 80 rated players and will not stick around in the Championship. I'm sure of it. As Gregerson! What are you doing? Fernandez with a run on now. It's Gregerson, who's been a great player of late. Gives the ball away, but he recovers well. Oh my days, he needed to as well. The nerves really kicked in there. As we've got the ball away again, though, it's on to Fernandez. Gregerson has to deal with him again, and does, to be fair. You can see how nervous the boys just seem at the moment. Trapped in. Absolutely trapped in. Luke Ayling! Why are you that far forward? As Maguire has a ball forward as well. Now Matt Gahey has been rounded by Alan Brown. Get rid of it, Gregerson. Matt Gahey, get rid of it again. It could not be penalties. It could be Preston who win the game. Alan Brown onto Sandoro. Brown! Oh! And it's off the post. We live to fight another day ourselves. It's the first shot of the game Preston's had that's not resulted in a goal, but has hit the woodwork. Boys, what are we doing? It's Brown on the ball again with a header to Fernandez. It is all Preston in the second half. The second half might be a full highlight itself as they just keep on attacking. Great tackle from Gregerson though. And can we finally break this attack down? They've gone ultra attacking. Oliver Burke on the end of it. Burke gets it off the defender as well. Oliver Burke has to go inside of his man. Does so. Oliver Burke. Oh no, he's in the post himself. Oh. He's just hit the post. He's just gone from post to post. Burke with a chance to send us to the Premier League in the 120th minute. And he's missed it. Oh, it's penalties. It's penalties. Boys, penalties in a championship playoff final. Are you mad? Are you trying to give me a heart problem here? As I'm going to keep it. I'm actually not. I'm going to send some good penalty takers down the list a little bit because we need some good ones taking them down below, so we'll go with that. And it's going to be Kanyaka to take the first penalty for Preston. It's in the back of the net. It's in the back of the net. Right. Dowell. Put it in the same spot, please. Put it in the same spot. Kieran Dowell scored 2 goals. And it's saved. It's saved. Okay. Brown with the next one. Brown with the next one. Oh, it's advantage Preston. It's advantage Preston. It's advantage Preston. It's going to be Brandon Pope, though, to take the next one. We haven't got good penalty takers, you know. Brandon Pope. Saved. This is not a good start to a penalty shootout. This is not a good start. Schubert, though, does save the next one. We've still got a bit of a chance. Raheem Harper now to take the next one. Raheem Harper, go down the middle. And scores. Right, we've got one back. Still need to make a save. From behind, can we get in front? Maguire. Oh, and I shouldn't have moved. It's in the back of the net, and it's down to this. Decadova-Reid has to score the penalty. He has to score, and we have to save. Bobby Decadova-Reid down the middle. It's a good job we changed. We have to save it. We have to save it. Schubert against Bayliss for Preston. And Schubert saves. Good save. We have to score, though. We have to score. Dejan Sorescu with a penalty that needs to go into the back of the net. Dejan, please put it in that top bin. Please put it in that top bin. I am never wearing a suit again for a video. I am never wearing a suit again. Preston North End are going to the Premier League. And we have another season to endure in the Championship. It looked almost guaranteed we were going to win the league at one point with the game in hand over Burnley. And we have completely and utterly bottled it. We've done a Brentford. We have done a Brentford. So yeah, it's another season in the Championship. We're going to lose a lot of us good players as well. A lot of them. They are going to jump ship like crazy. As I am not watching them lift the trophy, I'm going to skip it. As yet, season number 5 will be in the Championship. They finished 15 points below us. 15 points difference in the league. We won 5 more games than them on paper. And they've won on penalties at Wembley. It's our first defeat, of course, our second time at Wembley. And we were 3-0 up. We were 3-0 up in the game and we've managed to lose it somehow. Gutting. I guess it's time for a season roundup. I don't really want to do this though. Schubert, we'll probably lose him. We'll probably lose him. He is 81 rated. 17 clean sheets at 58 games. It's not good for 81 rated, to be fair. Josh Doig will probably lose you as well. You with 52 games. Gregerson, I would like to keep, you know. I think he'll stay here. Same with Pollock, Traore and Ayling. I think your contract's up, mate. You're going. Not going to be renewing Luke Ayling. Yes, he's 75 rated, but he's going to go down next season. Got youth players. Well, I think I'm going to release some. Brick is not aging well. Same with Angus Macmillan. Harper was a great player. Probably going to try and jump ship. Brandon Pope, I'd love to stay, but of course, he is high rated and he is one of the best youth prospects I've ever seen. So I could see him moving on as well. Patterson's going. Dowell has been the best player of the season, player of the season. I would like him to stay as well, but I could see him moving. Maloney should be the breakthrough prospect next year. Cruikshank's going. Nelson, I want to see more of, actually. Decadova Reed, I might transfer this, you know. He has not been good, hardly at all, apart from the start of the season. So Decadova Reed could be going. Sorescu could be going with that rating. A good player. Oliver Burke as well. He should stick around long as well. And Jeff Gott hopefully could grow to be a good striker, but we do need another one. Garcia leaving probably screwed us over a bit that year, as it's definitely a season to forget. Definitely a season to forget. I think next year, it's got to be win the league. It has to be win the league. If we don't win the league next year, I don't know what we can do with this series moving forward. I really, really hope we do. I'm going to stick with it. Grimsby, my team. I need to get them to the Prem. I need to. Definitely not going to wear the suit and tie next time, though. As yes, 3rd position this season in the league. A good run in the FA Cup as well. Can't forget about that. We want to go further in the Carabao next year and the Cup again as, yeah, 3rd position on goal difference. We did not get promoted automatically because of goal difference, and then we got knocked out of the playoff final and ultimately knocked out of the Premier League by Preston North End with a victory. We won't be playing Rotherham, Portsmouth and Sunderland next year. They are relegated. I don't know who's relegated from the Premier League, and I honestly can't be bothered to check, you know. I will check next episode when we have to make signings. Guys, with the signings now as well, I know you guys have been suggesting Premier League players. Please try and keep them a little bit more like real now. I'm not saying you haven't already, but please try and think of some Championship quality players beckoning on Premier League quality, because of course we are in the Championship for another whole season. Yes, that's almost 2 more weeks of the Championship. Saying that, I almost threw up in my mouth a bit. As unfortunately, guys, this is the end of this episode. My phone's going off like mad in the background. Like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss an episode. As yes, it's been a heartbreaking one. Subscribe to the Twitch as well. We're hopefully going to have fun all the time there. Over on YT_MWS_. It should be in the description down below. And it's a heartbreaker. See you guys next time for the transfer. I won't even call it special. In a bit.